today's cast, we are going to go through the gameplay of the new Battlefield 2042, and right after that, we're gonna jump into the first the BF Nations game casted by us and by me from our channel, and then we're gonna jump up to the BF Nations channel as well. Another game is ongoing there. While we start this game, so we're gonna be joining that one after this game. With me today, I have Mike from NNA. Welcome, Mike.
Hey Dave, thanks for having me on, especially for the BF Nations shoutcast. That was really cool.
Yeah,
Glad to be
it's
here.
gonna be really amazing. We made official partner yesterday, and it's gonna be great to be able to cast these amazing games. Lots of good teams and so on. So it's gonna be great. All right, let's Mike. Let's just jump into this trailer right away before we actually start the game. Uh, let's start playing and see what happens here.
Incoming fire!
Attention all squads. The Russian troops are falling back. Do whatever you can to secure the sectors.
Okay, let's pause here. When I see this part here, I'm just gonna see myself running in the sand over there and just see all these helicopters, planes, and tanks just destroying me as the infanterist. Like, what is your opinion about this, Mike?
Uh, yeah, I think the exact same thing. I honestly feel like this map is gonna play like Province Conquest does on BF5, where if you're an infantry player, you don't go anywhere near the outside maps in the fields, and that's what these sand areas are gonna be like. You're gonna always stay in the city and try to fight in these buildings. So I would definitely agree with you there. With that.
We pushed them back, but not far enough.
You have a
Last
really
left
very
and
point
regroup.
there. And how were you in like the earlier Battlefield? Did you play with the helicopter or the jets or anything in the more modern wars?
No, I actually didn't play much of Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 4 at all. And when I did play them, I was usually infantry only. So
I played a lot of helicopters, of course. I really enjoyed that, but yeah, this one. I don't know how much like Call of Duty feeling do you get when you watch this gameplay trailer today? Did you like feel like wow, so
um,
close or?
honestly, I didn't really get much Call of Duty feeling at all. Maybe with like I saw them shooting the guns like maybe 2 or 3 times in the gameplay trailer, and I kind of got like Modern Warfare 2019 from that a little bit, but honestly, it feels I feel like with this game is very unique and it seems like a Battlefield game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know really. I have never really played Modern Warfare, not the one of the modern ones, but I can see myself tanking a lot in this game and shooting down helicopters like we see in this scene.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be a proper Zerg. Like wherever you go, it's with 128 players. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be
Can you
completely
pause it for a
insane.
minute? So I saw it looks like the vehicles have infinite ammo. If you want to go back and look at like it was one of the tanks. It might. I want to know if it has infinite ammo
Yeah, it
for.
looks like a minigun. That's the minigun though.
Yes, that's the minigun. The minigun has infinite ammo, but it
Yeah.
looks like the primary cannon doesn't,
Mm, and-
which was a little interesting to me.
yeah, it doesn't. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
it's it's infinite ammo.
okay, so that's good. That they're not
Yeah,
going with infinite ammo on the primaries. 'Cause that would be bad, in my opinion.
but I don't understand. I think it doesn't have infinite ammo, or it takes longer to load. Because if you look
Yeah,
here, you see the ammo on the cannon. It says one,
right.
but
Yeah, the
you see the
120
machine
millimeter.
gun. It's infinite ammo.
Right.
So
And I feel like next to the one symbol, that infinite sign, I feel like that's for the minigun. I don't feel
yeah,
like that's for the 120 millimeter.
yeah,
So
I agree with you because
okay.
I don't know. Maybe they are not counting on the tanks being alive for so long time.
Mhm.
What do I know? All right. Let's see.
Game looks really clean. The graphics and everything.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what this game looks like on low settings though. For people with like, because I feel like on high settings and ultra settings, it's gonna take the best PC to run this game smoothly. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I don't want it to be like another Battlefield 5 where if you put everything on all low, the game still looks really good. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, definitely. And I was talking with the OFC guys while this was released, and one of the guys were saying, "I cannot wait to have 10 FPS while all the vehicles and helicopters and the jets are shooting at the same time, and
Hmm.
together with the sandstorm." So the question is, how much this will be, of course, going to be hardware consuming, but how much it will require from your PC. I mean, it's
Right.
the maps are ginormous. If you look at them, like for to fit the jets and helicopters and everything. I mean, it has to be really huge maps. Uh,
Yeah.
Here, we can see something actually. You see that this guy has a smoke grenade or something here, and we also see his gun. But what's this? Is that a
Um,
backpack or?
I heard somebody say that that's an ammo pouch gadget that you
Ah,
throw,
okay, all right,
which would explain why it's infinite ammo as well.
yep.
But that's just the suspicion I heard about that. Otherwise I'm not sure what that is. So
Oh, all right, let's continue. And I
this
like
right
this
here
part.
is
Yeah,
huge.
yeah,
Like this is gonna be insane. How you can change the weapon attachments just as you spawn into the game that fast. That's awesome.
little bit of a Counter Strike here, isn't it? Like you
Like
spawn.
Counter Strike in the UI looks kind of like Fallout 4. I think
Yeah,
can say where you can change your favorite weapons like
true,
that
true.
as well.
What's up, Koala? Welcome, bro. Um, all right, so and then out of the elevator into the mayhem on the roof. And this seemed to be some kind of dynamite detonator. Yeah, he's got in his hand. Uh, this
Hmm.
must be like the assault player, so to say. You can see below. He's got some mines here, I think.
Yeah, it might be
This is
claymores.
yeah claymores. Yeah, this one his revolver looks kind of cool with a 3 times scope.
Yeah, it's a scoped revolver. That's gonna be so funny that they brought that
Yeah,
back.
definitely. I actually had the dynamite on that four-wheeler.
Yeah, I love the zip lines by the way, going
Yeah,
across the buildings. It's really
that's gonna
cool.
be amazing. And here's one of the few parts of this trailer where we see weapons being actually fired from first person.
Right.
And
The ADS time looks very quick,
yeah,
which is good.
the recoil reminds me a lot of BF4 somehow. I don't know why.
This is where I actually got the Call of Duty
Yeah,
vibe from, was from when when that guy shot that gun there.
yeah. And this part reminds me a little bit of the game Destiny, where you can jump and use your jet to jump longer. But of course, this is completely different with the gliding
Mm,
part. But like, man, how long can you glide like this? And then
yeah,
you have the sandstorm.
yeah. No, that's gonna be so. It's just gonna be so weird to play in that environment with that
Yeah,
sandstorm like that.
yeah.
It's
And
gonna be very interesting to see what they do.
and the complete chaos like there is around it. Like my question is like, is this sandstorm a part of like firestorm like we had in BF5, or is it like something that's gonna just randomly come to during these desert maps in Qatar and so on? The other question is whether you're gonna survive it if you're in a vehicle. Of course, not a chopper, not a
Hmm.
jet, I guess. But if you're in a tank, or will you survive that, or will you actually get lifted up in this tornado and die? So that's another question.
Yeah.
You can see here this chopper is getting pulled inside the tornado. Uh,
Right. I'm honestly okay if it picks up a tank and throws it across the map,
yeah,
but it doesn't do damage to the tank when it lands. Like that's just gonna be weird.
yeah, I agree.
But I think it's better than if it took damage and like the tornado could destroy the tank and the players that are in it and things like that.
Yeah, that's gonna be and these guys like parachuting outside of the storm, like no problem.
Yeah,
And I think this winter map is gonna be really cool. I have high
mm,
expectations for this map actually. I think it's gonna be one of the coolest maps. Um, and I don't know if you noticed, it's also day and night in the maps. Something that I've been seeing, like in the Qatar map, the one in Doha was actually night. I've seen is I saw
mhm.
some pictures of it being during daytime as well. Now we see this tank again. He's got actually 2 rounds, but I think we guessed right there. I think they need to how do you say refill the ammo for the cannons. Because
Yeah,
here he's got
ammo
like two.
attrition for
Yeah,
tanks.
yeah. And this map is in India, of course. This is also another cool map. It's gonna be really fun to play, I guess. Wait. Look at this. Look at this. This guy is running around with a shield.
Yeah, he does have a riot shield. That is gonna be it would appear that riot shields were gonna be in the game. I did notice that when I first watched the trailer.
Doesn't this remind? I don't know which game I was playing before where you had actually a shield. Was it Counter-Strike?
I know they're in Modern Warfare,
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
So I don't know what to think about this, but yeah,
Mm.
that's interesting as well. Another thing that I feel a little bit, a couple of things I've seen here, which feels like they try to do many things kind of realistic, kind of cool. But when you see this jet flying in between the skyscrapers and the glasses are still intact, that's meh. And this one with this rocket, I mean, when a rocket lifts up, it's so much fire and everything all around. People should die. But I saw in the other trailer, basically the rocket was going up. People were just standing next to the fire, no problem. And that's kind of
Mhm.
interesting as well. But yeah, you see here, like you cannot survive this. But he's just walking
Yeah.
next to it.
And
Yeah,
honestly,
this.
I'm fine with that. I don't care about the realism in that sense because I'd rather stand next to a rocket taking off and live than die to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to play this game when it's released. When it comes to the comp scene, I mean, we haven't seen much. We have more or less been seeing these like enormous maps and vehicles and planes and helicopters and so on and tanks. What do you think? You think the comp thing's gonna be available from the beginning, or do you think? Because what I've seen from what they have released on their maps and so on, I don't see any smaller maps or anything that reminds me about playing, being able to, and nothing about the community games and so on and so forth. So what are your thoughts about this? Do you think something's gonna be available, or we're gonna have to wait for it?
um, I, honestly, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to see more with the game and then play it during the beta before I could say something like that. I hope that there's something for competitive. I saw that there was something that there might be something that like you could edit your own maps maybe and do. And if that's the case, then I'm sure they're gonna have community servers then, and that's really all that they need for this game to have competitive. The community is going to find something. Um, they're gonna find a way to make the game competitive if the developers just don't hinder them from doing that.
Oh, true. Because I don't know if you have seen this part of the of their page. They basically have these maps: one, two, three, four, five, six, 7 maps, which will be
Hmm.
released at start. And Orbital was the one we saw at the end there. Hourglass is this one in Qatar. Kaleidoscope. This one reminds me, as I said earlier, a little bit about the China map on the
But
PF4
yeah, I think this is
manifest.
gonna be the. I think this is my favorite map. Manifest.
Manifest.
That's the one. If you saw in the reveal trailer, it was the one where it was like the shipment crates,
Yeah,
and containers and
yeah,
things like that. I feel like that's gonna be more your close quarters infantry map.
yeah. I agree with you. As I saw it, it looked like it at least. So that's going to be highly interesting to follow and see how that gonna end up. I think this one's going to be similar, especially when you enter this ship. I think it's going to be lots of close quarter fights going on in here as well. Um, Breakaway, I think this map's going to be really fun to play as well. I think it's going to be really big and perhaps like the Provence map in BF5, it turns from like very open areas into more close quarters. I mean, how are you going to get up here? Maybe with a helicopter, but I don't know. It's going to be
Mm-hmm.
interesting to follow. Renewal was the one in Egypt. Yeah, we didn't see much from this map, did we?
No, I have no idea what to expect from this map.
Yeah, we've seen Orbital, we've seen Hourglass, some from Kaleidoscope, some from Manifest, some from Discarded. Maybe they have shown something. I missed it, but yeah, that's stuff. Let's see, what kind of media do they have? That's the gameplay trailer, and some pictures from the maps. Actually, oh, look at this. Lots of helicopters. Man, I can just see myself being so annoyed by being killed by a random helicopter from above, just spamming rockets inside.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
for people who like to play more infantry, I guess this is gonna be a little bit of a pain to play in the beginning. I'm still